Hello and welcome. What a brilliant day it's been so far. Yes. I'd like to start by saying that I think the bridesmaids all today look absolutely beautiful. I don't know who will agree with me. Every one of the bridesmaids. Fantastic. And this next bit's true. When Krystle came down the stairs today, I hardly recognised her. She was so beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Absolutely, stunningly beautiful. You're a very lucky man, Steve. I also want to say that I've had no part in arranging this wedding. I don't know who has. But I do know the following. A lot of work's gone into it. Every time I called Krystle or Steve, they were constantly busy doing something, being somewhere, whatever it was, all the way through. And this has been for over a year. It's either that or they don't like answering my phone or coming around to see me. But a lot of organisation has gone into this, and I think whoever it was, whoever did it, whoever these people are, I think they deserve a big round of applause, please. I want everybody to make me a promise. Could I have everybody's attention, please, just for a second? I want everybody to make me a promise, and I mean what I'm about to ask for. I sincerely mean this. So today is the biggest day of their lives, and their family have put a lot of effort into it. And later on this evening, there's a band playing, there's going to be some entertainment. And I want everybody to promise me they're going to get up and dance, they're going to take part and have fun. So after 3, I want everybody to say, I promise. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Right, you've all now got a problem because you've promised me. Everybody dancing, so when the band starts, everybody dancing. You like the music or not, you've got to get up, dance, have fun, take part. It's important. So this week, I called Krystle a couple of days ago and she said to me, Dad, I'm really stressed. And I said, well, why are you stressed? And I thought, God, what's happened? Has the car's cancelled? Has the venue burnt down? I don't know. What's gone wrong? And she said, well, I've got 2 kittens. And the boy kitten is climbing on top of the girl kitten. And I thought, God almighty. And I thought, well, I know that she's not going to be happy with the kittens being at home. So I brought them with me. And as you can see, they're still at it. So I'll leave you with your kittens. There you are.
Thank you.
I asked Krystle, before I say this, I've got to start by going, I've never been married. Beverly, have you ever been married? So Krystle's mother and father have never been married. And I said to Krystle, why are you getting married? Why? What's the reason? And she said to me, Dad, because I love him. And I thought, well, that's the only reason you should get married. She loves him and she's doing it for that one reason. And then, by chance, I was sitting with Steve. And Steve said to me, kind of in this way, he said, it's the first time really in my life that I've tried to save money and have more money behind me. And I questioned him on it. And I said, what's the reason for it? And he said to me, because I want to give Krystle everything that she wants. And that's a good reason to marry too. That's most incredible, isn't it? So I'd like for everybody to raise their glass to Steve and Krystle, and for many years of happiness in the future.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Steve, I would now like to hand the mic over to the groom himself, Steve.
Right, thank you, Richard. Thank you for ensuring Krystle made it the aisle. Your check's in the post. Go down to good. Anyway, right, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, on behalf of my beautiful wife and myself, welcome to you all. Right, I'm not very good at these speeches and whatnot, so we'll get down to it. So I'm feeling a little bit more embarrassed than I was expecting. Anyway, what? I feel like doing beatbox or something. Right, so I'm so glad that you could all make it to our special day with us. We're more than amazed at how far some of you have travelled. For example, there's people from Sheffield. Is there anyone else? There's people from Wales. Hello, boy. And there's people from Australia. There's even people from as far as Nuneaton. Anyway, in all seriousness though, no matter where you've come from, thank you. It's great to see your lovely faces. You're all beautiful people. Especially B over there. B. Right, unfortunately though, it's not been possible to have everyone special to us here today. I don't know if any of you know Uncle Freddie and his wife, but she's been in a bad way. She was in a coma and all sorts of stuff, but she's awake now, so that's all good. Yay. Right, anyway, for all those that couldn't be here today, hopefully they're here with us in spirit, as they're definitely in our hearts. A big shout out to Brenda and Margot. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, if you're able to, could you please stand and join me in a toast to absent family and friends? Cheers. Cheers. Sorry.
Oh, he's still talking. I think that's how people sit down.
Yeah, you can sit down now if you want. Right, okay, on to the reason that I'm here today, my wife. Hello. Right, when I first met Krystle, as cheesy as it sounds, I knew we'd be married. I've always told her this. Something just clicked for me. For those that don't know, we met in her kitchen. A chance happening, serendipity, if you like. I was visiting a work colleague for a cup of tea. Krystle was her housemate, and the moment I met her, I knew I had to have her. What? Anyway, before I knew it, we were out on our first date, a mucky sesh in Kenilworth, where she became my cheering squad as I dominated the pool table in the bare public house. She loved it. I was such a beast. Anyway, fast forward nearly 3 years, and here we are today. Mrs. Ward, Krystle, my woman. You look stunning today. I had a feeling I'd be amazed when I saw you come down the aisle, but in all honesty, I was nothing short of blown away. Hot stuff. You're another level, beautiful inside and out. You've taught me things about myself, which to me is such an important thing, and I didn't even think was possible. You've supported me when I've needed it, and you've made sure I change the bins and cat litter as often as possible. I'm the happiest man in the world right now. Thank you for being my wife. I love you. So if we could all stand and raise our glasses to the newest Wardy, my wife, Krystle. Somebody loved that. Anyway, okay, right, so that was the main part of my speech. I've just got a couple of thanks I'd like to give. So first of all, I'd like to give thanks to Holly, who, yeah. Louder. Yeah, Holly sorted out Krystle's hen do and made it an amazing experience. Krystle felt like a pop star for the day, and I'm sure all the other girls will agree. So yeah, Charlie, my brother, big dog, sorted out my stag do. It was genius. It was great. It was a bit cold and muddy, but that was the weather's fault, no one else's. But the drinking session was big. So, cheers for my brother, please. My dad, yeah, beast of a man, love him. He's my best man, as you all noticed. Yeah, just cheers for my dad. He's obviously my dad, brought me up, made me the amazing man you see before you now. There's not much longer left on this. Anyway, next is my mum. Beautiful lady here. All these bits and bobs around here that you see, this is down to my mum. Yeah, it couldn't have looked any more on the money. I don't know what to say, I'm a little bit drunk now. Yeah, it's all looking good. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Sunflowers are plenty. But thanks to my mum. Big for my mum. Thank you, Mum. Love you. And Dad, obviously, I love you as well. Right, next thanks is to Jo over here, who made the cake. My auntie Jo. Exactly how we wanted it. Looks beautiful. As you can see over there, the Beauty and the Beast thing. Amazing. If you need cakes, go see Jo. It's JD Cakes and Balloons. She'll hook you up. Big cheers for Jo. Right, and last but not least, I hope I haven't forgotten anyone, and if I have, I apologise. No, obviously I haven't forgotten your mum yet. No, actually, no, she's not last but not least. Yeah, Krystle's mum, here she is. And Carl, if it wasn't for Krystle's mum, you know, the other half of the ingredients that made this beautiful woman we see here today wouldn't be here. And the dress, obviously, she held the dress, and I'm forgetting things. But massive cheers for B-Dubba! And now, last but not least, someone who's probably not expecting anything, my new friend Pips over there. All the way from Australia, mate.
Yeah.
Great girl. Me and Krystle have been stressing for the last 2-3 weeks, and she's been staying with us, cooking us meals and looking after us when we got home. And we probably would have been dead now if it wasn't for her. So. Thanks, Pips. Love you. And that's me. So, next port of call, I'd like to introduce the big man himself, Roger Ward, my dad, best man. Woo!
Where's Bill? Where's Bill? Just remember, you're supposed to be doing this, not me. Right, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is evening. Lots of the points that I've actually written in here have already been covered. So, pardon me for the repetition. Okay. For those of you who don't know me, you obviously do know by now, I'm Roger and I'm Steve's dad. But I'm really, really honoured to be asked to be Steve's best man. But it just goes to reinforce that he's given in now and he's actually admitted that I am the best man. On behalf of Steve and Krystle, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. And like I say, this is a bit of repetition, but Pips, we know that you've come easily the furthest, unless anybody else would like to say they've come further. You come further? Kenilworth? Whitnash? Struve. Yeah, okay. Struve. Did that sound Australian? I'm sure you'll agree this has turned out to be a really nice afternoon. I've met a lot of nice people today, and I think it's quite unusual to meet such a lot of nice people. I say that, and that probably come out completely wrong. But, you tend to meet some real strange people at weddings, but I've met a lot of people here that I've never ever met before, and they are so nice. They're really, really nice people, so thanks for turning up. To begin, I'd like to thank Holly and the bridesmaids. I know it's already been done, and I've not actually got a chance to talk to you very much today, but I've met Holly before, and you're a really nice lady, and I think you've done a cracking job of looking after all these bridesmaids, especially those two there, because I know they're really hard work. Olive, Edith. And everybody's looked absolutely fabulous throughout the day. The groomsmen, you've all done a really nice job, apart from Bill. And many thanks to everybody that's been here during the course of the day. That's all that primarily aimed at the staff that have been looking after us so well today. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think they've done a cracking job. Can you see how well this is organised? It's all been cut to the right size so I don't miss a page.
And yellow.
Well, the wedding day, obviously. Who was that? Well, I guess it was you. Right, well, the wedding day's here, and Steve has certainly kept us waiting a long time, but how wise he was to wait for the right girl. He's found a beautiful, clever, and determined young woman, and we've been saying this for a long time, not just for today. We've said this for a long time, ever since he's met you, because Stephen has changed. Seriously changed. When they're together, they always seem genuinely happy to be so. Stephen is so much happier and healthier since he's met Krystle, because she does look after him. He laughs a lot more, as you've seen today, and Krystle has helped him through difficult times, which in my book makes Krystle a very special young woman. And I know it probably sounds old-fashioned, but I've not lost a son. I've gained a daughter, and I really do genuinely mean that. It's so nice. So, welcome to our family, Krystle. I'm going to be in tears myself in a minute. Right.
Dad, you could have saved paper there. You got...
I know, look. Everything's reams of this.
No, it's organised.
If I hadn't used it, Steve would have used it last night. Right. Now let me tell you a little bit about Stephen and how he's got to this special day in his life. Sorry, Steve. Steve was born just after 4 a.m. on the 11th of October 1977. And Stephen's mum and I couldn't have been more proud, a pride that continues today. I was so pleased, I'm also peed. I was so pleased I couldn't wait to rush off to Kenilworth to tell his nan that he had arrived. Now there's a lot of people in this room who know Margot. And she was a very special person in our life, so we were really, really pleased to go and tell Margot. Now she was a post lady, which somebody over there will know. And she worked in Kenilworth for many, many years, so I had to rush around Kenilworth to try and find her. I found her at 5 o'clock on her post round in the dark, and she promptly did a little skip down somebody's garden path to celebrate the arrival of her grandson. 5 a.m. when I found her on a round, and I was just bursting with happiness. And it's a great feeling when you're a new dad, and I did it twice. I've got two smashing sons. This microphone is a nuisance.
Do you want me to hold it?
No, it's all right. I'm nearly there. To give you an idea of the times he was born into, let me list a few of the events of that year. Some you may know, some you may not. Some of you might be old enough to remember the popular TV programmes such as The Sweeney. Yeah. The Good Life.
Yeah.
God, there's a blank area over here.
Come on, Jerry.
The multicoloured swap shop.
Yay!
It's only you two, Dad.
What about the film Star Wars 4? Broke box office record.
No, that was Star Wars 1.
Music. This is up Richard Street. ELO. Right. Out of the Blue album, and David Bowie released his Hero album. It was also the year of the Queen's Silver Jubilee, with lots of street parties across the country. And a couple of years before Stephen's birthday, a wedding venue and buffet which included pineapple and cheese on sticks and sausage rolls cost £67.50. And if you don't believe it, I've still got the receipt to prove it. Haven't times changed? £67.
That's the price of the soup.
I know.
Half the price of this.
That's true. Right. Stephen made his presence felt right from the beginning. We walked and drove miles to try and get him to sleep in the evenings, but of course, as soon as we stepped over the threshold, up popped his head. And we've lost sleep over him ever since. Over the years, Stephen has developed many interests and achievements, and I'll mention a few. He was a very talented music maker. This began from a very young age when he started DJing with his Fisher-Price record player. But all that practice led him to winning a prestigious DJ competition when he was about 15. Stephen has travelled to lots of places. Where's our Greg? There he is. As part of a group called Rascal and Clone. There's Rascal and there's Clone. Put your hand up, Greg. Say hello. There you go. All right. And they even had a piece of their music on Grand Theft Auto.
3.
3. Heard that one?
4.
Yeah. 4. All right then. Your mother got it wrong. For many years, we've had a big collection of vinyl in the loft, and we're hoping that Steve will take it and put it in his loft now he's got one. And Greg. Right, cooking. Cooking is another of Stephen's skills. He makes a great Thai green curry and a chicken and oyster sauce, and his steaks are cooked to perfection. He really should get around to cook for you, but the problem is he'll use every pot, pan, utensil you have in your kitchen, and there's a bit of Gordon Ramsay type language to finish it all. More recently, Steve's acquired car mechanic skills. Surprising but true, he saved a fortune repairing his car's heating system and his handbrake, and it passed its MOT. And the car's still on the road. Right. This is going on longer than I thought it would, Steve. Sorry. The thing is, when you stand up here, well, no, you didn't experience this, but when you look out there, there's these faces sort of like... and they're all wishing to get on with it. Billy, this could have been you, okay?
19 minutes, you said.
9. What are you laughing at? Right, as most of you know, Steve and Krystle are buying a house together. It needs a bit of work, but with Krystle's talent for bargain hunting and Steve's blossoming DIY skills, I'm sure they will make a beautiful home together. I wasn't very worried about the ever-decreasing size of the kitchen worktop. Just try and picture this. Close your eyes and picture this. It got smaller and smaller with each new appliance. With each new appliance they put into the kitchen. I'm going to call, can I borrow your saw, Dad? We bought a fridge. Then a while later, another call. Can I borrow your saw, Dad? We've got a cooker. He definitely needs his own saw, but hopefully no more white goods. Okay. You've not pictured it, have you? Because it really is funny. This worktop's getting small. Oh, that's wicked. Right, it's a serious bit. Okay. Should just calm down, everybody. Stephen is a good man. He's honest, he's generous, he's loyal, caring and hard-working. I think the one that really stands out to me is Steve is loyal. He's extremely loyal to his friends, and he expects a bit of loyalty back in exchange. Together, he and Krystle make a great team, a really, really good team, because it stands out a mile, you two. It really does. Stephen and Krystle have been together for a few years now, and you've cared a love for each other, but today makes it official. You now are a married couple. And I'd like to congratulate you both and hope you both can feel loved and support that is in this room today, because I think it is. You've been such a nice group of people. The two of you are surrounded by people who are happy and thankful to be part of your special day. And I'm sure I speak for everyone. I say thank you to you and hope we have all helped in one way or another to make your wedding a special day. I'm killing myself here. I hope you're taking tips from this, Bill. Finally, I'm really enjoying this. Can I carry on? Finally, just a little bit of advice. Just a little bit of advice. Always be kind to each other. Be Be patient and understanding, and don't forget to talk to each other, to laugh and to love each other. And if you do all of those things, you'll have a recipe for a happy, long and successful marriage. Now the good bit. Can you all pick your glasses up? And a toast. And a toast, well, that's apart from him. And a toast to Krystle and Stephen. Long and happy marriage. Who do I give that to?